Good morning students and welcome back in our video lecture with the same topic water. So we have discussed about properties of water, sources of water. Also we have discussed about World Water Day. What is the theme behind World Water Day? And now we are going to start our new point, that is water cycle. So in your textbook means complicated definition is given in your textbook. So but we can uh, define water cycle in simple words also. So what is water cycle? The change of water from one form to another over and over again is called water cycle in nature. You can write this definition also. Also one more definition is there. Then cyclic movement of water from atmosphere to the earth is called water cycle. So students, you just use these two definitions because these two definitions are very simple. What is first definition? The cyclic movement of water from the atmosphere to the earth is called water cycle, or you can also write the change of water from one form to another over and over again is called water cycle in nature. So students, you have already learned that on heating water turns into water vapor and water vapors on cooling form water again, and these two concepts are just combined to form this water cycle. So let's take a look at water cycle in detail. The sun warms the water in oceans, ponds, lakes, and rivers. Then, what will happen? Because of sunlight, the water from these sources continuously changes into water vapor, which escapes into the air. The process of changing water into water vapor is known as evaporation. So, we have discussed about evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of changing water into water vapor below its boiling point. It is called evaporation. And what happens, student? Because of sunlight, all the water from oceans, ponds, lakes, and rivers, it get evaporated, means this water just continuously changes into water vapor, and these water vapors are escape into the air. Plants also convert water into water vapors through the process of transpiration, and we have discussed about transpiration in my previous video lecture. So these two are the main process due to which water vapors are just escape into the air. Which two processes? Evaporation and transpiration. The heat of the sun warms up the air near the surface of earth. This warm air containing water vapors rises up. After means when water vapors are formed, then what will happen? These vapors are just rises up. In the atmosphere, temperature goes down with height. So students, you have studied about it. As we go above the earth's surface area, this temperature continuously decreases. When the water vapors cool at higher altitudes, minute water droplets are formed. This is process of condensation. We have discussed about condensation also. What is condensation? The process of cooling of water vapor into minute water droplets is known as condensation. So what will happen? In evaporation, water vapors are produced, and then what will happen? These water vapors are escaped into the air, and this water vapors rises up, and as these water vapors go means it goes far away from earth's surface, then what will happen? As the temperature decreases, and that's why on cooling these water vapors are converted into minute water droplets. This is called condensation. Then what will happen, student? After condensation, the third step in water cycle is precipitation. Then what is precipitation? These tiny water droplets form cloud. When the water droplets in the cloud come together, they form larger water droplets, and the larger droplets become heavy and fall as rain back to the earth. And this process of forming rain from small droplet is called precipitation. Understood, student? What is precipitation? What happens when after condensation? What happens? Minute water droplets are formed, and these water droplets combine together to form larger water droplets. Some large water droplets are so heavy that the air cannot hold them. They therefore fall down as rain. However, if the temperature is very low, then what will happen? The water droplets freeze in the atmosphere and fall as hail or snow. This coming down of water in the form of rain, hail, or snow is called precipitation. And the last step of this water cycle is back to the ocean. The water that falls on the land as rain, it flows in the form of rivers and streams. Means all water again flow in rivers and stream in nearby water sources. Snow from the mountains also melt into water which flows down from the mountains in the form of streams and rivers. So ultimately what will happen, all the water from all the sources just falls into sea and oceans, and again this water is available for evaporation, and some of the rainwater seeps into the ground and becomes available to us as groundwater. So this is water cycle. Got it, student? What is water cycle? There are four steps of water cycle. First is evaporation. What is evaporation? All the water from ocean get evaporated, it get converted into water vapors, and it just escape to air into the atmosphere. Then what will happen, these water vapors are just go means up above the earth's surface area, and uh, as you all know, as we go far away from earth's surface area, above the earth's surface area, what will happen, as height increases temperature decreases, so these water vapors are again converted into tiny water droplets, it is called condensation. Then these uh, all these minute water droplets combine to form large water droplets, and as these larger water droplets are heavy, they fall on the earth as rain. This is called precipitation. Sometimes what will happen, temperature is too low, that's why in that condition what will happen, that water droplets just freeze and converted into snow or hail, and all this water which just come to the earth in the form of rain, it just flow again through rivers, ponds, lakes, and again go back to ocean and available for evaporation. So this is continuous cycle, means this is called water cycle. So what is water cycle, students? In simple word, what is water cycle? The cyclic movement of water from the atmosphere to the earth, it is called water cycle. I hope you got all points related to water cycles. What are the four steps? Evaporation, transpiration, second condensation, then precipitation, and last is back to ocean. So all these are steps in water cycle. So if you have any doubt in water cycle, you can ask me. Thank you.